Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer channel episode. Please subscribe for all the latest channel uploads. Good day and welcome to another Royal Reviewer channel episode. And in today's video we are going to be taking a look at an experiment. Not one of my experiments, it's an experiment done by a journalist who has spent an entire week trying to live a similar lifestyle to the Queen, and we will see just how that goes and also how hard and how difficult she found it, because it wasn't easy. You know, hey, breaking news, it's not easy to be Queen. So let's carry on with the video. Please leave a comment about if you would like the lifestyle of the Queen. I think personally it would be pretty tough.
Okay, so here we are on the website called the Daily Mail, which is a British newspaper, and we are on the Mail Online, so all the articles are put online for everyone to view. We are in the female section, and we are going to be looking at the title, A Royal Disaster. An American woman who is aged 30 lives just like Queen Elizabeth II for a week, and is left very unimpressed by the unique lifestyle, especially Her Majesty's disgusting signature drink. And I think the drink of which she's talking about, as we'll probably see in the article a bit further down, is the Queen's favourite drink of gin and dubonnet. So we'll see if that is indeed what the disgusting signature drink is. The article is actually written by a lady called Clemence Michelin for thedailymail.com, and it was published on the 4th of January 2018, and of course anybody can pop on this website and take a look in closer detail for yourself. I will of course link to this page in the description, so do go and check that out. So the cover picture is a comparison shot of the real Queen walking the corgis and fake Queen, or rather Queen for a week, with what looks like soft toy corgis, and of course holding what we think is going to be the gin and dubonnet. So the lady's called Eliza Thompson, who is a senior entertainment editor at Cosmopolitan.com, who spent a week mirroring Queen Elizabeth II's life as part of an assignment. So obviously she is conducting this experiment for her magazine. So they continue. Over the course of 7 days, she had a portrait taken, sipped on gin and dubonnet. I was right, it was gin and dubonnet. There you go. Rode a horse and studied the Constitution. Of course, the British Constitution, that would be. As part of her experiment, Eliza also dressed like the Queen and replicated some of the monarch's photos with similar poses and settings. She was surprised by how hard it was to fit in activities that were meant to be enjoyable, such as enjoying an afternoon tea or cocktail. Well, there we go. It's hard to be Queen. I mean, who'd have thought it? Who'd have thought it would be hard to be a head of state? I think that's probably expected, but we will continue with the article. While she did gain knowledge of the Constitution and horseback riding, Eliza told the Daily Mail she doesn't think she would enjoy being a full-time royal. And I would of course like to pose that question to you guys in the comment section, especially after reading this article, or from what you know about the royal family and the Queen in particular already. Let me know if you would like to be a full-time working royal, and what do you think your favourite part of the job would be. So we've read this bit about Eliza, who is 30 and wants to live it like the Queen for a week, so I will flick through. She wants to immerse herself in the Queen's universe. Lovely picture of the Queen at a state occasion. So regal. Eliza donned a deep red curtain worn as a cape and a blue bedsheet draped over her legs like a dress, while posing for her official portrait. I think she definitely needs the wig and the glasses, but you know, it's a good attempt. Maybe we should all be wearing blue bed sheets and capes. So she began posing for the photograph. So after an hour and a half of posing, Eliza was left bored, tired and thirsty. and while she promised her friend she would buy him a canvas for him to paint the full portrait, she never found the time to complete the purchase. Well, of course, it is part of the Queen's role to have official photographic portraits and paintings conducted of her throughout her life. And of course, these are very important because they document the Queen's life, I suppose. And it's really nice to look back on when it comes to a historical viewpoint. Of course, we know that it's really good to look back on portraits of Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth I, and all the other monarchs in between. So it is an important part of the job, but Eliza struggles. Do you think you would struggle sitting for a portrait? Have you sat for a painting before? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, here we have Eliza dressed as the Queen, walking a pair of fake corgis in the park. There we go. And the real Queen doing the same thing, and apparently from 1994. Eliza says, "I didn't expect to have such a hard time fitting in activities that should have been relaxing, like enjoying a cocktail or an afternoon tea." Cocktail drinking is one of the 2 tasks Eliza assigned herself. On the second day of her assignment, she sipped on a gin and dubonnet, which is believed to be the Queen's favourite drink, but strongly disliked the fortified wine-based beverage. Now, I think where she may have got it wrong is in the mixing, because the Queen likes a particular blend of dubonnet to gin, so perhaps she got the mix wrong. I mean, I would like to know how she made her gin and dubonnet. Looking back on her experiment, she deemed the drinking part to be the most arduous, and said drinking gin and dubonnet was definitely the hardest activity, because dubonnet is disgusting. I have to say, I have not tried dubonnet, and maybe for a future video I could make a gin and dubonnet and try it. I'm not really into alcohol either, so that would be quite an experiment. When it came to procuring corgis to mimic the monarch's famous pets, Eliza had no chance securing live animals, so she had 2 stuffed toys, which fulfilled the part beautifully, I can imagine, although the real corgis are known to bite at your heels, but the Queen still loves them. So she spoke a little bit about her outfits with matching coats and hats, and of course the Queen is renowned for dressing in block colours when she's on official engagements, so that she could be seen by people even if they're way back in the crowd. So there is Eliza in her normal guise with the 2 stuffed corgis. So there we go. She says, well, I think she concludes that she would probably not enjoy joining the royal family full time, and also said, "I don't think I would enjoy being a real royal, no." So which leads me back to my question, what do you think? Do you think you would enjoy being a full-time working royal? For her last day as a part-time monarch, Eliza had planned to go to the racetrack, but due to snow weather cancelled the outing and instead studied the Constitution, inspired by Queen Elizabeth II's portrayal on the Netflix show The Crown. There we go. So she learned a lot about the royal family. The biggest lesson is that it's hard to be a ceremonial figurehead when you have to go to work every day. But I also learned that I don't want to be a ceremonial figurehead, even if it means I get to have a pack of corgis. And of course, I think 3 times she discovered is limited when you're trying to be head of state. And of course, that doesn't even cover half of what the Queen does in reality. Going through speeches, practicing speeches, going through the red boxes, all of the engagements. It's hard to be Queen.
So thank you for watching this video. Please go and check out the article which I have linked in the description below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so that you will always know when I upload new videos. So from me in Shropshire, goodbye. Thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, then please leave a like, comment and share on social media. Don't forget to subscribe for all the latest channel uploads. From me in Shropshire, goodbye.